Hello and namaste, my name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. You guys know that I love talking about different visas, different countries, visa policies on my channel. But I also sometimes get exhausted talking about visa policies, visa situation, etc. So today I'm here to talk about a visa-free place on the planet. Yes, there is a place on the planet where nobody needs a visa. People from any country, any nationality can go and live there, can settle there. Basically, all the juice and all the goss that you need to make your decision is going to be a part of this video. So if you are somebody who's looking to move abroad but doesn't want to go through the hassle of applying for a visa, then this video is for you. So stick around. Alrighty, now before I introduce the place to you and before I drop any more bombs, I want to start off by first giving you guys a hint. I'm wearing a sweater so you can understand that this is a cold place. It's not a warm place, which is why I'm dressed for the occasion or for the location. And before I go ahead and give you the name of the place, let's go ahead and see some montages of this beautiful place, of the beauty that exists on our planet, of snow castles, polar bears, and northern lights. Alrighty, welcome back my friends. I hope that tour or that little trip was enchanting enough. This beautiful place that you saw on the video a couple seconds ago is a visa-free place on the planet. Anybody from any part of the world can call it their home, and this beautiful place goes by the name of Svalbard. Svalbard is a cluster of islands north of Norway, so it's actually closer to the Arctic Circle, which is why all the beautiful snow, polar bears, and northern lights at any point of the year. Svalbard has been a part of Norway since 1925. Just to give you some history and some context about the place itself, it is thought that Svalbard was founded by the Vikings, but it was actually the Dutch who established a permanent settlement on these little cluster of islands in the year 1596. They were trying to find a passage to China and came across this beautiful cluster of islands. As you can see, Svalbard is fairly remote and it is visa-free. Even though it is a part of Norway, the administrative laws of Norway do not apply to Svalbard. In fact, Svalbard is a special jurisdiction under the Svalbard Treaty, and instead of being governed by the Norwegian government, Svalbard comes under the administration of somebody who's called a governor. Now, this governor is actually appointed by the government of Norway. So in short, Svalbard is a part of Norway, but it is completely independent. It is visa-free, it takes its own decisions, it has its own tax regulations, hospitals, schools, college, etc. Everything that Svalbard does is independent. It is an independent part of Norway. Since it is so remote, I'm sure you're wondering what kind of facilities exist on these little cluster of islands. First of all, the main city or the most densely populated city on these cluster of islands is called Longyearbyen. Svalbard in itself is home to people of over 50 nationalities. By no means so it sees representation from about 1/4 of the countries that exist on our planet. Longyearbyen, the main city, is where most of the people reside. They have hospital, primary and secondary school, university, cultural center, sports center, hotels, and a bank. Let's talk about the two pathways, study and work. Before I delve any deeper into either of these, I do want to let you know that in order to access Svalbard, you will have to go via Norway, and for that you need a visa depending on your nationality. I have an Indian passport and I need a visa to visit any part of Europe in itself. So if I were to go to Svalbard, I would need a multiple entry Schengen visa, not a one-time Schengen visa, multiple entries, so that I can enter Norway and then straight away make my way to Svalbard. Again, really depends on your nationality. If you're from Mexico, you may not need that. If you're from India, you may need it. If you're from Africa, depending on what your country's status is or what your country's passport status is. If you're somebody who needs a visa to enter Norway, even for tourism purposes, then you will need an entry and exit visa. That won't be difficult at all. Once you put in your application to move to Svalbard, you'll have to put that in the governor's office. So you'll have to file papers. You'll have to let them know that you want to come in, you want to live there. Once you do that, the governor will give you a thumbs up. Once you get that thumbs up, you can go ahead and apply for the Schengen visa that you need. Once you get the Schengen visa, then you are free to go ahead and take your journey to Svalbard. Let's first talk about the study route. The University of Svalbard is completely free, charges no money whatsoever. Of course, there's no differentiation because anybody can come and live in Svalbard. Whether you're Norwegian or not, this university is free for everyone. All that you have to pay is about 65 euros per semester. That's right, only 65 euros per semester. You don't have to pay anything else. So if you are a student who wants to study abroad And if you're looking at a lot of options and they're not working out for you, do consider Svalbard because you can get good European education at such cheap cost. If you're somebody who wants to move with family and if you're concerned about the primary or secondary school, I already mentioned there is a primary and secondary school. That's where most locals send their kids to, and because they have people from about 50 nations in the world, 50 or more actually. So your kids tend to study with a very diverse group of people, diverse ethnicities, diverse nationalities, and diverse cultural immersions. So much to learn. If you're somebody who's not interested in the study pathway, but wants to consider the work pathway, let's talk about what work opportunities are available. Of course, you must have guessed that this is a relatively small place. It's relatively remote. So there aren't a lot of bustling opportunities. This is no London or New York where you're going to find tens and thousands of opportunities waiting for you. So there are fewer opportunities, but do remember that there are far fewer applicants. So for every opportunity that you see, your chances of success are very high. In this video, I'm also going to give you a quick rundown or a quick guideline of how to apply for any of these opportunities, how to find jobs at Svalbard. So we'll talk about all of that. Let's talk about the basic structure of life. The Treaty of Svalbard makes it very clear that the government cannot differentiate between Norwegians and non-Norwegians. So Norwegians, which is locals of Norway and Svalbard, and people who move to Svalbard to get a good life there, they're considered equal. They have equal rights. Contrary to what you may think or imagine, Svalbard has amazing internet connectivity. In fact, a lot of people online claim that it is better than many of the big cities. That's because road, airports, the entire communication structure is very well developed in this little cluster of islands. Now, if you want to work here, the best industries are tourism, research, or you could go into any of the healthcare fields or any small field, like if you want to work in a bank or something. Of course, tourism and research are the biggest and most well-paying industries and fields in Svalbard itself. If you're looking at tourism jobs, I'm going to list down some companies that you can go to. The best way to find jobs is to go to the company website and look for opportunities. While you may not find a lot of opportunities, even if you find one or two, the chances of you converting those opportunities are pretty high. So you can look at Svalbard Adventure, Hurtigruten Svalbard. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, but you're probably seeing it up on the screen, so you're fine. And Svalbard Wildlife Experience. If you're looking for any other kind of job, say if you want to work in any of the industries, there are some industries that are existing there. If you want to work in shipping, construction, banking, anything like that, then go to fin.no. You probably see it up on the screen. So just go to this website, make sure that you turn your location to Svalbard. And even if you don't find opportunities that you like right now, please make sure that you sign up for alerts. So when there are opportunities that are good for you and when those opportunities come up, you can simply go ahead and apply for those. Like I said, the rate of conversion is very high because not everybody in the world is looking at these opportunities. Most people don't even know that a visa-free place exists. So they're definitely not considering any of these jobs. I know you'll be worried about what about taxes, because everybody in Europe pays a lot of taxes. The good thing is this little cluster of islands does not have heavy taxation. You pay only 8% tax, which is very less compared to the mainland. So if you're working in Svalbard, you get all the benefits of living in Norway, but your taxation is just way lesser and way lower. If you're interested in going to the free university there, it's called the University of Svalbard. Again, the screenshot is up on your screen, so you can see, you can go ahead, look at the courses that they have and apply for it. I'm sure you're wondering, what about housing? What about insurance? All of that. Well, the good thing is most of the jobs do come with an apartment, so you don't have to go around hunting for your apartment yourself, because these apartments are specially built. They're built in a way that it can withstand severe cold. And so if you get a job in Svalbard, more likely than not, your employer will offer you an accommodation. The good thing about getting a job in the Western countries is your employer will also cover your insurance, so you don't have to worry about your healthcare, your family's healthcare insurance whatsoever. All in all, if you're somebody who wants free education in Europe, or if you're somebody who's getting tired of applying abroad, do not understand these visa complications, don't want to go through these visa complications, just want a simple process, then Svalbard is for you. Yes, it is cold, and yes, the number of opportunities are less, but it is also peaceful and beautiful. So do consider Svalbard. If you want to read any further on this, or if you just want to consider Svalbard, please make sure you check the description box for the links. I want you to be able to do your own research, put your own points down, put your pros and cons, talk to your friends, have a discussion, and then decide how you want to pursue it. If you think you want to study, great, go ahead and apply to the university. If you want to work, start applying to the companies right now so that when an opportunity comes up, You can then interview and then you can decide if you want to move to Svalbard or not. On that note, this video has also come to an end. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel and smash the bell icon so that you are notified every time I upload a video. In the comments, let me know what else would you like to see on my channel. Are you enjoying what you're seeing? Is there any other content that you would like me to cover? Is there any other country, any other industry that you want me to cover? Let me know all your thoughts down below because I'm always reading them and I'm always using them to plan my future content. Promise to see you in the next video. Until then, please make sure you take care of yourself. Stay safe. Namaste.